Rated, we've been in business for, I guess going on 23 years. I am getting older right now. We consult throughout the world. Our specialty is process development. Moreover, our specialty is process development on what's called refractory ore. Okay, there's a new buzzword now being used by everyone. We're calling it polymetallic, okay, meaning you have a lot of different metals there. El Capitan has a lot of iron. That's good in and of itself because there's a market for that right now, but it's hell when it comes to metallurgy in terms of sorting things out. So refractory means difficult to analyze. Virtually all the projects that we work on right now are difficult to analyze. We use very specialized techniques, but quite frankly, they're techniques that have been around for decades. It's just we seem to have forgotten about how to use them. So we're not so much inventing new concepts as we are using what's been out there forever. We've got some people that are very skilled in platinum group metals on board, and we use them for a reality check when we start talking about platinum group metals. I got to say my attorney thing first. We are an independent company. We're hired as a third party. We say what we think based on test results that we have. Neither I nor any of my staff members have any interest in or shares in El Capitan, nor will we. That's how we've been in business for 23 years. So that's how we maintain a total, third-party relationship. We have thus far been challenged by El Capitan to both verify analytical results on the window process. I'm going to speak in general terms, and we've done that, and by and large there is agreement with other numbers by others on what happens on the window process. Taking it a step further, we were asked to build a pilot unit, and since video won't work, we can't show it to you, but we've done that. We've literally just in the last couple of days got it operational, and we've run it on what we call blank ore. We will be running it on actual El Capitan crushed cores next week, and we will be taking those results and looking at those. The reason for that is, like any process, you get one result at a bench scale, you get a different result at a pilot scale. So instead of working in multiple grams, we're working in multiple tens of pounds, and hopefully we'll get comparable results, and then this will speak to the viability of that new technology. We've also been using froth flotation. A number of years ago, Professor Prisby from Idaho, I believe, did one single test with froth flotation. Chuck's, I think, been in the project too long. He says, "Oh, yeah, we tried that once." Well, I said, "Why don't you send me a report?" So based on the report, we've done just one single test. We're in the process of completing about 3 or 4 others. But froth flotation appears to produce a concentrate. We appear to be able to recover gold, from the ore. And like I say, the advantage of that technology is if we can concentrate it, much like these gentlemen talked about the concentrate they made earlier and recovered metal from it, it's much easier to recover metal from a concentrate than it is from a straight ore. So a possible combination of technologies that a buyer would look at would be perhaps froth flotation to make a concentrate, and then the window method to recover it. That's one potential scenario. And I'm not standing up here and saying, that's how it'll end up right now. The ore is difficult to analyze, so as I've stressed to these two gentlemen when they've been up to my office many times, it's imperative that we get a way to consistently analyze a sample, and that is also what we're working on. There's several different methods. The industry, meaning the banking community, likes fire assay. This stuff does not fire assay very well, and it can be assayed. You always get smaller values than what's there. What do I mean by that? How do we know that? Because when you run a large test, you always get more metal than a fire assay shows. So we're using a variety of different analytical techniques to verify and to get consistency. So by using 2 or 3 different analytical techniques, we can get within 10 to 15% of the same number. Why is this important? Again, it goes back to my comment on value. What is someone going to pay for it? It's based on what's there. You have to demonstrate that it's there. So we've only been working with El Capitan the last few months. I'm sure they would have liked it to have been the last few weeks because we don't move as fast as they would like us to. But as I've told another board of directors on another publicly traded company, so, how long should it take me to discover a cure for cancer? This is difficult stuff, okay? So it really is, but where they are right now, they're getting results that are based on science. They're getting results that are done by credible people. Everyone they've got involved in this are real people. They're name brand people. So, I'm encouraged to where we are right now, and I think the future is bright. So,
Jim, would you comment, because you're an expert on nanoparticles in the microcluster. Would you explain that a little bit?
Sure. I won't go into half-an-hour dissertation because it'll put everybody to sleep. The metals here are present in different associations, meaning with different rock types, and there are many rock types out there. They're also there in different forms. They're there as chemical compounds. They're there, I'm fairly certain, as free gold, meaning actual gold particles that you can either hold in your hand. No, I don't think you're going to find any nuggets, but if you look at it under a microscope, you can see pieces of gold. And then I'm fairly certain that they're there in this nebulous state called, nanoparticles. I've been a member of Society of Mining Metallurgical Engineers, all my life. It's only been in the last 5 years that you could say nano gold and not be chased out of the room or booed by fellow professionals. Last year's president of that group was strong on nanoparticulates and nano gold in particular. So now, my group of people are starting to finally believe that it's real. We've known that it's real because we can manufacture it, okay? No one ever thought about the fact that maybe it exists in nature. Fairly certain that it's present here also, and that is a whole nother realm. For a major company that are starting to realize this right now, that's an upside. It's also a downside. They will base their economics on what they can recover, not what's really there. So the bottom line is that some of the larger, more progressive companies that are doing their own research in it will see that as an upside, and it can be validated, that it's present. So when it's all said and done, gold is there in many different forms. That makes it very, very difficult to analyze and to assay because conditions change on the same sample from day to day. But I feel it's doable. So
great. Jim, thanks.
Okay.